My name's Angelo, and welcome to We Want Picks. We are going to break down all of our bets for UFC 268. You may have seen my betting breakdown with Jacob. Well, now we're running it back. We're doing it again. Danny Boy is here. We could not film at the same time, so we know how important this is. We just filmed it twice, and we're uploading it that way. Before we dig in, go to wewantpicks.com/bets. We have 3 different betting partners. Jump into one of them, make a deposit, let me know, and I will send you $50 literally just for supporting us and our partners. wewantpicks.com/bets. You'll get a promo from them, and I will send you $50, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, however you want it. Just reach out, let me know after you did it. Let's jump in. Welcome back, Daniel. How are you with your work clothes?
I'm doing all right, living the dream. How about
All
you?
right, well,
Making money? Every week we're making money, right?
Not we. Well, you've been gone. Me. I
I
have
know.
been making money
You
every
suppress
single
all my winnings because you're upset that I'm not on the show every week. I apologize. I'm traveling a lot. I send Angelo every week all my
That's not you
all
sent
my
me
picks,
after the
all my
fact.
bets, all my winnings, and he just, I can't help it if people are bitter. Jealousy is a real thing, but I'll figure out a way to get you guys the info.
If I'm jealous of anything, it's the hairline of the jawline, not your bets, because I've been crushing those. Anyway, let
That's
me
it.
walk through what you do have solid. I mean, what are you, 38, 37? Solid hair.
Aging me already.
All right. So I'm going to walk through my bets. So I've got a money line on Chris Barnett. I know the dude. I've spent some time with the guy. He is 1,000 times better than what he looks like. He is not the vision of a professional fighter, but he is stupid athletic. He's got power. He's got speed. He's got versatility. And more importantly, he's fighting John Vellante. So plus money, I'll take Chris Barnett. I got that early, so I got it at plus 105. That line has been yo-yoing like crazy. I saw it all the way up to 115, and then at one point he was minus 110. So that's all over the place. I sort of split the difference there at plus 105. Then I have a prop bet on Usman Covington over 3.5 rounds. Listen, if you watch the breakdown video, I did pick Usman to win this fight. I think he's just improved so much more than Kobe over the last year and a half. But we talked about it. If you look at the first fight and you watch the first fight, it was razor thin going into the 5th round. And the judges had it split. One judge had it Covington, one had it Usman, and one had it 2-2 going into the 5th. The reality is, I do think this will go a little bit. I think Kobe's going to wrestle a lot in this fight. So I think we're getting over here. So I went over 3.5 rounds. I don't like the odds, but I did take that. Then I have a round parlay. I did this with BetUS. They're one of our partners, promo code WWP. But the reason I do some of the parlays with them, their odds are bad. Like, they are not sharp with their odds, and you can get really good spots. I have a minus 145, a minus 110, and a minus 230, and that gets me plus 360. That's not what that should be, but I'll take it. I can almost 4 times my money there. I have the over on Pereira Michailidis at 1.5 rounds. Listen, Alex Pereira is an animal. He's a striking machine. Danny Boy, you trained with him for a little bit, or at least for an afternoon, and got a couple rounds in.
It was an evening. It was I think everyone he wasn't drinking, but the rest of us were, and it was a wrestling match in the pool. We were doing Greco wrestling, Greco wrestling until like 4 a.m. after one of those fights.
It is his UFC debut. It is an MMA fight, and his opponent will likely be looking to get this to the ground. So I have over 1.5 rounds. I think he definitely wins. I just don't think it's going to be like the 45-second knockout that everybody thinks it is. You see his kickboxing accomplishments, and those are very real, and he's going to use those techniques, and he's going to win this fight with that. I think it may take a few minutes to get it going. So I have the over 1.5 there. Then we have Ian Gary versus Jordan Williams. I have over 1.5 there. Ian Gary is like the next big thing. He's Irish. He's a nasty striker. He's comparing himself to Conor. I think he's the real deal. I think he's very good. But Jordan Williams is super tough, and this is still Ian's UFC debut. It's in New York. New York does weird things to people, weird things to athletes. It's a big stage. So it's going to take him a little time to get going, and Jordan Williams is super tough, over 1.5. Then I've got my buddy Chris Barnett over John Vellante, 1.5 as well. Listen, Chris is all of the things I mentioned athletic, talented, versatile, all those things. But he's not a first-round killer. So over 1.5 shouldn't be a problem. That's why the odds are that way at minus 230. So I smashed those together. I got plus 360. And the second parlay that I did was I took Usman, Phil Hawes. It's like minus 500, minus 350. I put them together. I got minus 140. And I'm happy with that. I'm pretty sure both those guys are going to get it done.
I like I like your, well, no, actually, I'm looking at it. I don't really like any of them.
I am nervous about the round parlay. That one makes me nervous. But
the overs, yeah.
Because it just takes one of the – listen, I did it, and I didn't feel good about when I did it. But then
I'll tell you right now, because I was up there. I did a separate
a few rounds in
Connecticut. I did train up there. I didn't train with Alex Pajera, but he was hitting mitts next to me. And, man, I'm telling you, I have not seen anybody hit mitts to where, like, as a pro fighter, I've been at it around gyms, people hitting mitts, heavyweights my whole career. This guy was like, it wasn't like smacks. It was a thud where you could tell that the power was there. And I was talking with Glover afterwards. I'm like, man, is it me or does he hit insanely hard? Glover said he's the hardest hitting person that he's trained with. So, again, like you said, Michailidis is going to be trying to take him down for sure. I hope so for his sake. We'll see if that's if he's successful. But, yeah, from what I've seen and what I've heard, Pereira is one of the hardest hitters you're going to find in the UFC right now. So we'll see how it goes. UFC debut, anything can happen. But over 1.5, Michailidis better get that takedown.
About. And I left off the Chandler Gagey fight as well. I just didn't even put that in here. I am nervous about the Michailidis paid one. But the other two I'm pretty confident. That's why I shouldn't have parlayed them. I should have just done them separate and just taken the odds as what they were. But the BetUS odds are just they're so off. And there's great spots. Listen, the sports books are not loyal to you. You do not need to be loyal to, again. I play all of them, have money in all of them, and just pick your spots, find your odds. I'll give you $50 at wewantpicks.com/bets. Danny boy, you're coming back here. You've got 1, 2. You got a couple bets. It looks more than what it is, but you're picking your spots. So why don't you go ahead and tell me what you got here.
And there will be more tonight, trust me. Yeah, I just I got a few in that I liked early. Full transparency, I did not get to the normal amount of taping I like to do this week, but a lot of these fights, I know the fighters, and I know from watching tape on them in the past. I felt good about the odds. Chris Barnett, I'm not going to lie. I remember Angelo kind of tipped me off on that, and I remember watching some film on him previously, and when he took the fight on 3 days notice, how athletic he is. And to be honest, his opponent, I've never been blown away by. So I think to get him at plus odds with the athleticism, he's got a full camp this time. I think he knows it's his chance, right? Like, I think there's going to be a different level Chris Barnett for this fight. So I took him at the plus 100. Billy Quarantillo, man, this guy this is like a sort of guy. It's almost like if he's plus money, plus 160, in a close fight, you almost got to bet him every time because he is tough as nails and he gets stronger as the fight goes on. And if you're not a guy who can, if you're not that much better than him and you don't have the cardio to stay in the fight at that pace the entire time, things could get ugly as the fight goes on. So I know a lot of people are heavy on his opponent, but man, I like him over the course of 3 rounds, starting to chip away, starting to break him down. And I could see him winning a decision or a late round stoppage. For my props, I've got Osbourne, Vergara under 2.5 rounds, minus 140. I think this is a mismatch a little bit. Osbourne, I think, has looked really good in a lot of fights. He lost his last fight, I believe, right?
Yeah, he got knocked out with like 15 seconds left, but he looked good. Manel Cape got him. He looked good leading up to it, and surprisingly good leading up to it. And it was just sort of a fluke thing. And Vergara's making his UFC debut, his official UFC debut.
Didn't he miss weight too by a couple pounds? I think that popped up on my phone or something.
That happened today, I believe.
Yeah. Anyways, I've always been impressed with Ode Osbourne. I think he's the sort of guy that's going to get better every fight. And yeah, like you said, he lost to Manel Kape, who's legitimately came in as a prospect right out of the gate. So I think he's going to win this fight. I can't see this fight going over 2.5 rounds. I think Osbourne's going to get the win, get the finish. But if Vergara catches him for some reason, I think something's going to happen before midway through the third round. So 2 units, minus 140. Like that bet a lot. Quarantillo, I sprinkle a little bit on the third round just because that's how he rolls. That third round, he could be losing the first 2, and if you're getting tired in that third round, he's going to be getting stronger. Oh, Jake, what up, bro?
Well, if you don't know, Dan, if you don't know, Jake, I filmed with Jacob earlier, and he basically said it's me and Jacob versus me and you for the videos, and he's just going to champion likes. Whoever gets the most amount of likes gets to keep their job. Whoever gets the least amount of likes gets fired.
So him showing up now is very similar to like the lock of the week. There's no way to lose now.
Yeah,
there's no way. Well, I was technically on the one with Dan, so I can consider that a win.
So this is your last video, Dan.
What do you mean? Oh, is this?
I was joking that the other one's going to get more likes. So go ahead. You've got this parlay. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 money lines and then a round line in a parlay.
Yeah, I just threw this one on there for fun. What is that? Half a unit for plus 800. So yeah, I mean, I like Shabazian. I like Quarantillo. We talked about that. I like Bobby Green. I like Michael Chandler at plus money. Frankie Edgar, another guy. I mean, his last fight, there might be some recency bias. You see the guy at the weigh-ins, he's ripped. He looks in great shape. And he's Frankie Edgar. The guy's one of the best in the world for a long time, so I don't think you can ever count him out. So I threw this one out there just for a long shot for some fun. Who knows? Hit 8-1 odds. I hit a 4-fight parlay or 3-fight parlay this past weekend. I'm sure Angelo shared with you guys.
I can't. Listen. That's the rule, man. If we don't talk about it ahead of time, I can't brag about it after. It's not fair.
Yeah, well,
it just makes us look like liars.
Well,
I won 30 units this weekend, Dan. I didn't say a word.
Right. Okay. Well, I sent Angelo snippets of it earlier in the week. He just chose not to share.
I mean, that's what I'm with you, Dan. As you can see right here.
He's suppressing information from the people.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm keeping your inside out.
The other bet that I like, I'm going to make some more bets tonight, so I don't know if we'll get a video. Probably not. Are you doing a video, Angelo, tomorrow? Are you going live or?
I'll do my pre-fight live, always, 1 p.m. Central Time.
I will definitely tell you that I might be there all the way up until I'm not there.
Of course, and then I get to look at the live stream while you call, and then I have to be live on the internet and answer your stupid phone call.
Hey, you going live today? Yeah, dude. Same as last weekend. Oh, are you live now? Why are you so angry? No, I like a bet on Pereira. What I want to look at the money line or what the bet is for a knockout.
It's probably minus money.
Yeah, if it's minus money, forget it.
I think I think it's like plus like 1 because I was looking at it too. I'll pull it up here in just a second. Give me 1 second here. I'll pull it up.
That would be surprising if he's. How could he be such a huge money line favorite? He's a striker. How could I would be surprised if the.
Yeah, but knockout is like here. Hold on.
That's his.
You might be right. You might be right. I mean, you might be right. I'm looking at it right now.
It's probably around even.
Pereira by TKO 130 minus 135.
Yeah, that's
right. In round, what about round one? What about round one?
Plus 195. Plus 450 in the second.
What, man, when that guy's fresh, he's got some pop. So if I mean Michailidis on the tape I watched on him, he looked good. He looked athletic. He does shoot takedowns. But if he's smart, he's gonna not even throw a punch. He's gonna shoot a takedown.
Just dive at an ankle. I wouldn't even dive.
Seriously, you can get Michailidis plus 3.5 for plus 150.
I don't think he.
No. I mean, listen, I have not wrestled with Alex. I know in speaking with Glover, he's been training wrestling, and you got to imagine too. Just think about both their camps, right? They're training together. Glover's been training takedowns for the past 3 months, getting ready for Jan. And Alex has needed somebody who's going to shoot takedowns. So you got to imagine he's been getting some good looks on wrestling from Glover the past few months. So I haven't seen anything, but if he's ready to defend the takedown, I think he's going to put Michailidis to sleep. And that's nothing against Michailidis. I think Michailidis is underrated as well. I think this is a tough first matchup for him.
We were surprised when they announced that this was the matchup. Like, wow, they definitely want to push Alex Pereira. I'm surprised they didn't give him like that, the 185-pound version of John Vellante. Like, what are you doing?
Right. Yeah, this is not an easy first matchup in the UFC. I think Michailidis he's got that loss where like he accidentally fell out of the back of the cage, right? But he looked good up until that point.
Well, and let's keep in mind, yes, many, many years of world-level, champion-level kickboxing. This is his 5th pro fight in MMA. Right. 5th. That's it. So, anyway, wewantpicks.com/bets. Sign up, make a deposit, and I will send you $50. Make your deposit. Let me know when you're done. I'll send you the money. It's that easy. wewantpicks.com/bets. Keep the conversation going in our Discord. There is a link in the description.